You went on vacation, you came back, and your vegetable garden looked like this. It was completely overrun with weeds. Doesn't matter what kind, you have foxtail, velvet leaf, amaranth, just lamb's quarters, so many different kinds of weeds in this thing right now that have completely taken over this garden. So what do? Right now, the most important thing is to remove as many weed seeds heads as possible and get them out of this garden. There are yellow squash, tomatoes, nasturtiums. There's a whole bunch of different plants in this garden. The yield right now at the end of the season is going to be low, so you can even remove all of the garden plants. But most importantly is removing the seed heads so they will not restock the seed bank. In fact, the seed bank has so many surplus seeds here, they're building branch banks to hold all the seeds. You want to remove all of these seeds as soon as you can so that they don't land on the soil and can be here for years afterwards. So if you're going to keep this as a vegetable garden in the next few years, you've got to remove as many of these weed seed heads as possible. You've got to get these out of the garden space. That's more important than saving the few tomatoes or the 1 or 2 yellow squash that you might get at the end of the season here. Got to get rid of these seeds now. So if you're going to be on vacation and you don't have anybody who can pull some weeds for you, then you need to put in some weed barrier cloth next year when you put in the garden. You need to do some extra work to prevent this from happening again. And a lot of people give up on gardening when they come back and they see such a terrible mess here, and they don't do anything to these seed heads. They just leave them. They leave the whole mess sitting there, and it all dies in the fall, and all these seeds come back next spring. So don't give up right now. Remove as much as possible. Even if you don't pull up the plants, just getting rid of the seed heads is enough to be able to win, because these are mostly annual weeds that are not going to come back. As soon as the frost comes, they're going to die. And so you've got to get rid of these seed heads to prevent these weeds from coming back next year. And this is Jeff with The Greener View. Thanks for watching.